Obviously, politics in all its forms, in all its places, we've been reminded over the last, couple of years how important that is. Brexit, obviously what's happened in the US, we have major elections in Germany. So there are a bunch of things going on, and those have the potential to sort of shape things as well.
But there is this global synchronization when you have these risk-off periods. And they do tend to focus around big events such as perhaps an escalation in war, but also just political events. You remember back to Brexit, a lot of markets, including the Nikkei in Japan, sold off that morning when the UK voted to leave the EU. One of the major things that we could see next year is actually the UK going on a more soft attack when it comes to Brexit. Now, this is a really far outside chance, but it's happened before in terms of political turnarounds, so we may see one again.
I think the biggest potential surprise coming out of a Brexit would be if we actually got a sensible agreement which worked for both the UK and Europe. Unless the Conservatives can come up with a sensible, unified, coherent position which they can hold into the negotiations with the Europeans, I think we're looking at a 50-50 probability that the UK could crash out without a deal being reached.
To some degree then, it means that the market is not focused on Brexit. It's almost too far away now for the market to kind of react to it. So I think Brexit, until there's more clarity on how long the transition period will be or what Brexit actually will entail, I think the market will have to muddle on.
So that's one thing we certainly need to watch. And then, of course, China is going to be in the firing line for trade protectionism. And we've seen that begun already with the launch of a Section 301 investigation into China and alleged barriers to market access for American companies looking to do business there. So I would urge clients to continue to follow political and geopolitical risk very closely, but also to keep in mind that they're not necessarily going to be the ultimate decider of market valuations on any day of the week.
There are a lot of concerns for geopolitical risks, and 2018 is a year where some of the developments on the edges could intensify. So at Nomura, we're dedicated to tracking these developments. So when it happens, we're prepared.